Last year, the Social and Family Development Ministry saw close to 2,300 new family violence-related cases. Its anti-violence and sexual harassment helpline received more than 10,000 calls for help. With the amended Women's Charter, Minister of State Sun Xueling said survivors are now better empowered to protect themselves. Authorities will also have greater powers to step in and protect those who are unable to do so themselves.
Survivors should be able to obtain protection against harmful conduct without having to prove what the perpetrator knew or ought to have known. For example, a survivor should be able to obtain a personal protection order or PPO against a perpetrator who turns violent under the influence of drugs or alcohol, even though he might not fully know the effect of his actions.
MPs sought assurances that protectors are properly equipped and supported. These protectors are social service professionals who can issue emergency orders in a high-risk case, apply for PPOs for a victim, and request for electronic tagging of an offender.
The protector must be sensitive to the needs of family violence survivors. Can MOS clarify the qualifications and experience required of a protector?
We are all aware of the long-standing manpower challenges at frontline policing. How does the government intend to meet the significant manpower demands that the bill entails?
Protectors are trained in managing family violence and protection cases and have expertise in trauma-informed care and support. We will ensure that our protectors continue to be provided with the necessary resources, such as sufficient manpower, training, and access to up-to-date research.
While the new changes apply only to familial relationships, Ms. Sun said the ministry is considering a new standalone law on domestic violence that would strengthen protection for persons in intimate, non-familial relationships. She said details will be shared when ready.
Well, the government says it will study whether to expand the definition to include what's called financial abuse. It says this is still an emerging issue and subject to different interpretations.
We speak next to a victim who wants to be known as Miss B. Good evening, Miss B. Thank you for joining us. Can you please tell us something about your story?
All right. So I am from Indonesia. And I get, in my marriage that I got is financial abuse. So what kind of financial abuse that I get is I didn't get any allowance during my first year of marriage. So, and then I'm not allowed to work also. And everything I have to wait for him to, to bring me, go and eat something if I want to eat something. So other than that, I have to, if any urgent expenses, I have to borrow money from his mom, and then at the end I have to give the receipt and together with the change. And then other than that, I can say that whatever things that he bought for me when he was not happy, and then he will ask me to return all the things to him. So even though that all the things that I am wearing that day, I have to return. So I will be naked and then return it to him until that he's happy, and then he will return back to me. And then other than the financially abuse, I got also mentally abused, kind of like, the cheating and saying a lot of negative words, mean words, very nasty words, like, about my appearance, that my skin color, about my shade, everything. Other than that, I also get the physically abused, which is, that one is really, really critical because that I have to be ended in the hospital for a few times. Yeah.
When it comes to facing a spectrum of abuse that you have endured, how did you go about seeking help, and what kind of help did you get in return?
All right. So at the beginning, because that I am a foreigner, I didn't know what do I need to do until I read article about Family Service Center. I didn't know. I just go to that place and I asked them, and then they introduced me go to SCWO. So from the SCWO that I get help. Number one, because that I want a place, a safe place for me and my children. I have 2 kids. And then SCWO provide me with the Star Shelter. And then after that, with the process along, and they provide me with the legal advice, which is I can ask for the maintenance support, which is this one is under Maintenance Support Center. And then other than that, they helped me find my first job, because that during my marriage for 12 years, I didn't manage to work. I didn't know about what out in the world. And after I got my job, I steady with that, and then they helped me to get my PR so I can stay here, because that before that I only, like a tourist, so I had to chop my passport 30 days and then leave Singapore and come back again. And then after all the process done, SCWO also helped me and support me to find a place, because that I am a foreigner, I'm not eligible to have a HDB rental, but they helped me, until I am at this point right now.
Miss B, it's so hard to listen to the harrowing details of the experience that you've been through. And also, we're heartened to hear about the help and the support that you've received. You've described that assistance. Would you say you've been able to successfully rebuild your life with your 2 children with the help from Star Shelter now?
Oh, yeah. With the help, yes, I can right now. Then we are very happy. We have a proper place. I have a proper job right now. I even have a promotion. So I am happy right now, and I'm safe.
Miss B, thank you very much, and we wish you all the best. We've been speaking there with Miss B, a victim of abuse.